Hey everyone, welcome to another video in my series. I am Shikha, aka the Millionaire Hippie. You guys can check out more stuff about me on my website, themillionairehippie.com. And today I wanted to speak to you guys about perfectionism. Now, I am a type A personality and I'm a major perfectionist, or I was in the past. And I think the reason I didn't start an online business for the longest time, even though I wanted to for 10 years before this, is because I was afraid that I wouldn't make it perfect because I had no idea what I was doing. And so what I was going to do was going to be imperfect, and I did not want to put something out there that was imperfect. And that's the reason that one of the reasons I'm really grateful that I started my blog was because I started it anonymously under brownvagabonder.com. It's still out there if you guys want to check it out. And I did write a lot of those posts freely because I knew that no one would be reading them, even though eventually people started finding it out and started messaging me about it, which was really surprising to me. But for me, I knew that it would not be shared to anyone who I really knew, and I wouldn't get any criticism from them or any censorship. So I wrote freely and imperfectly in my own way, which is stream of consciousness. Even though a lot of people criticized me for it after when they found out about it, in the beginning I did it, and I did it imperfectly, and I still was doing it. The most important thing to me at that point was the fact that I was writing, the fact that I had a blog, the fact that I was putting myself out there. That was more important to me than putting stuff out perfectly. And I think that gave me the practice that was necessary in order to start my business, and doing things imperfectly in my business was fine with me. I do these videos and I don't look absolutely perfect. I don't have a lot of makeup on. I'm not wearing perfect clothing. My hair isn't all done up. A lot of times I'm doing things where I'm making random noises like I just did, or I'm just saying things in a manner that is stream of consciousness to me. I'm saying things because they're important to me in a manner that matters to me. But I'm not doing it perfectly. But I don't care about that. I'm not doing things in order to do them perfectly. I'm doing things because I want to do them. I'm putting out my podcast and I'm putting out these videos and I'm putting out my blog posts because I want to share my thoughts with you. A lot of people will come to me and say, you should do this thing that way. You should be more perfect about it. You should put on more makeup. You should wear nicer clothes when you're doing this. You should edit it a little bit more. And I ask these people a lot of times, have you put yourself out there in any way in the last few weeks, in the last few months? Have you created a video yourself and put yourself out there? Have you created a podcast and put yourself out there? Have you written a blog post and put yourself out there? And 99 times out of 100, the answer is no, they have not. They have not put themselves out there, but they are willing to give me advice on things. At that point, I tell them, first of all, perfectionism is the enemy of done. A lot of times what you're going to do is you're going to be worried about being perfect and you're not going to actually get stuff done. So for me, getting stuff done, putting stuff out there is more important than being perfect. So for me, if I can get up in the morning and I have a thought and I really want to share it with you guys, I'm going to do it right away. I'm not going to wait to be perfect because that perfection moment is never going to come. I'm never going to look perfect to myself. I always have flaws and I see them all day long, every single day. Even right now, I don't know, I get a lot of messages either way. A lot of people say I look awesome, other people say I look disgusting. Either way, I put my message out there, and that is what's important to me. It's important for me to get stuff done, to put my message out there rather than being perfect. But a lot of people, what they end up doing is that because they're so afraid that they're going to be imperfect, that they never actually get anything done. They will give advice to other people, but they themselves don't do anything. And that in itself is madness to me. Because first of all, I'm not going to listen to people who are not doing things themselves. If you're not being vulnerable and if you're not putting yourself out into the arena, then I don't care about your opinion. You have to be in the battlefield with me, as Elizabeth Gilbert says. Unless you're in the battlefield and getting scarred and doing all the work, I do not care about your opinion. Because it is just an opinion. You haven't actually experienced anything. And I don't care about what you're telling me. Because your opinion is useless. But if you've been in the battlefield, if you are scarred, if you're doing the things that are necessary, I know that you're not going to tell me these things. Because you know how it is. You know that censorship and the critical voice in your head, that narrator, that critic, is going to keep you from doing things if you let it. Because it'll tell you that this isn't perfect. You don't look perfect. You're not sounding perfect. You have a cold. You sound weird. You look weird. You're wearing black. Your face is weird. You have blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's so many things. But for me, what I'm doing is I'm hoping that what matters more to you guys is my message rather than what I look like. And I want you guys to think about the same thing as well. If you are criticizing someone on the message that they're putting out there, if you're criticizing someone on what they're doing online, I want you guys to think about two things. Am I putting myself out there as much as this person is? If not, I have no right to say anything. Secondly, am I really caring about how perfect this person looks, or do I really care more about the message? Because really, truly, the message is what's more important. I care that you guys listen to my message and you understand that perfectionism is the enemy of done. And I want you guys to listen to that and apply it in your business, in your life. Don't care about being perfect. Do what is necessary. Get stuff done. That is more important than actually being perfect. No one here is perfect. And if you are, you're wasting way too much time being perfect. So don't waste that time. Get your message out there. Do the stuff that's necessary. So I hope that this video helps you. Again, my name is Shikha. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the support over the years and the months. I love you all. If you guys are interested, you can go check out my website, themillionairehippie.com. If not, I'll talk to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.